Y'all listening to the Whiskey and Insurance Podcast with your hosts, Luke Eckley, Talbott Buford, and Marquan Hughes. Take a seat and take a sip. It's whiskey for the soul and insurance for the wallet.
Welcome back.
This is it's the first time we all three sip. Well, maybe like a long time.
In a long time. Yeah, I did, but I didn't yell it.
Okay, yeah. Well, welcome back, guys. This is the 40th episode.
Big clap. Come on.
40th episode.
Big 40.
Big 40. And we have a new addition.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Yes.
We'd like to welcome in Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Kyle. I'm gonna tell you this right now. We got a producer that means he's gonna do some cool stuff.
He's gonna grow this thing.
Yeah, he sure is.
I'm excited about it.
So shout out to Kyle.
Shout out
Kyle Harris. Always good. Always good. We love what we're doing. There's a lot of cool things that we're trying to accomplish. You guys have seen some of the things that we're trying to run from subscribers to followers. We're just trying to bring you guys cool content.
And he may be on an episode. Who knows?
Yeah.
But today,
we have to do that.
I got to do that. Today we're going to be sipping Bulleit Bourbon.
Oh.
Okay.
Let me get right in.
Talk to us about it. Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah. It sounded like a little strong. It was good. I feel like we're getting better and better each episode.
I just had to call.
When it comes to the mannerisms that she had with whiskey, we're doing a good dang job.
Yeah.
Alright, let me tell you a little bit about this Bulleit here.
Talk to us, Talbot.
Alright, Bulleit Bourbon
Okay.
is inspired by the whiskey pioneered by an old family recipe over 150 years ago.
Yeah.
Only ingredients of the very highest quality are used. The subtle and complex of Bulleit Bourbon came from the unique blend of rye, corn, and barley malt, along with the special strains of yeast and pure Kentucky limestone filtered water.
Wow, it sounds like
Due to its especially high rye content, Bulleit Bourbon has a bold, spicy character with a finish that's distinctly clean and smooth. Medium amber in color. Oh, never mind. Can't say that. Woo. Almost gave y'all some of the hints. All right, show me some stuff.
I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that. Okay, vanilla. Okay.
No.
So I don't think you.
It's spice. He said it's a spice in there.
Peppercorn.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Boom, baby.
Yeah.
He's good.
Hey, you got it. What is?
We got any stone fruits that are going to be on this?
Actually, no.
Gosh, cherry.
I said no.
Well, I mean, you got some cherries.
Cherry's a stone fruit.
Is it? Okay.
It's classified as a stone fruit.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think there was little seeds in there, so.
Honey.
Do we try it and then try to get more?
Yeah, let's try it.
Come on, let's do it.
Whiskey for the
souls.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
That's really, really good.
This is Gatsby's go-to. Do you know what the price
Yes,
of
it's
this was?
smooth.
Oh, speaking of this was finally the 2 bottles that Lucas had in his garage for 3 months that he brought in.
That is a true story. Very true. I've walked by it a lot.
These are aged in 95-degree weather. So,
Yeah, but I will say, yeah, the bottles were warm when I picked them up this morning.
so, all right.
Rating.
Yeah, what's your rating, Mark?
What have we done?
This is really good. It's smooth. Again, it has a nice little that sweet
A
touch to
sleeper
it.
ate it. I like smooth. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's up there. I'm gonna give it an A.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I really, really like it a lot.
It's smooth, but has a good bite still.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah.
nice. So, it's smooth, but has a good bite.
Yep.
And I like, those are the types of whiskeys I like. So I'm going to go right with you too. I don't get a usually you and I aren't saying I'm going to go with 8.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what the price or the value is, but I
think that's a
$40. I was going to say $40-$50 bottle.
That's excellent.
Yeah, I'm gonna be an 8 too.
Really? So we got a solid 8.
Wow.
This is the first time we all agreed with the same exact number.
Yeah, I think because like if you think about it, like a B is a good score. This is a very solid B.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Although you were still thinking last episode, B minus, where were we at?
I know, but this is a solid 8. A solid 8.
No 0.5s, 0.3.
You woke up hostile this morning. But
All right.
solid 8.
Good.
What are we talking about?
We're getting into how to build a high performance team. And what is a high performance team? And how do you find the right people to carry out or fill out that team.
How do you do that? Look,
Before, let's not jump into the how we find. Let's jump into, what you need to produce that type of team, right? And so let's start at the root. To my point, it starts with the people, finding the right people to build that high performance team. So how do we do that, right? You have to find people that, number one, I believe that lines up with the vision that you're trying to cast, right? Your vision has to be they have to line up with that. And so you go look for that, right? If your vision is obviously growth, which every company, every business, that should be a part of the vision, that should be a part of the goal. Also creating better agents, better producers should be a part of the goal. Simple things like that. You have to find people that align with what you want. And so vision is a big part of it. And that's where you start. That's the basic of find people that align with what you believe in, your values, of what your company is.
I think it all boils down to the mission statement.
Yeah.
To be honest, you gotta have a very insightful and you gotta have a mission statement that's gonna pull people in, like positively impact people's lives.
Yeah, I think you got to be able to have something that's motivating, right?
Yeah.
I was listening to one of the guys I like to tune into, and it's all about things didn't really change for him from a success perspective until he became obsessed. And obsession can be viewed as a negative thing because someone can be too obsessed, but at the end of the day, that obsession is what's going to carry you. You get obsessed about sales. You get obsessed about being number one. You get obsessed with just wanting to get better every single day. And so how I correlate that to hiring is I ask specific questions, especially for sales agents, like, what types of things have you been obsessed about, or what types of things have you had that you've been able to be successful at? I like to find their success stories. I ask what trials and tribulations people have been through. I want to know a specific instance where they've been knocked down, flat on their back, and they've had to get back up, and this is literally one of my questions, and show resilience. I want to see what type of resilience, and I use a word like that. When have you been resilient in the last 5 years? Because those types of people, when they've been knocked down, they've had to keep going and keep pushing forward. That's sales. It's hard. We're gonna fail. And I don't always like to use the word sales because sales, once again, has negative connotation. Like someone says, "Oh, you're a sales guy." Like they think that the car sales guy is just gonna come out and just absolutely hammer you. And we couldn't furthermore do that. We are truly an advisor approach when it comes to our sales industry, and we are advising people on how they use healthcare and how we essentially tailor a plan that fits their needs. But at the end of the day, sales, you're going to swing and miss more than you will connect. I always relate it to baseball because I was a baseball guy. And a career 300 hitter in MLB is going to be a Hall of Fame player. That means they were getting out 7 out of 10 times. And that's, they faced rejection more than they did. And so that's when you bring someone in here, you got to be like, hey, are you okay facing rejection? I bring that up in the interview. Are you okay with that? You're going to get told no. Not only no, you get told hell no.
Yeah.
And
not even that.
Exactly. But I bring those things up in an interview process. I want to see how they respond. And then I purposely try to rock them back on their heels. Just to, because you got to think on your feet. How many times you got to think on your feet when you're on a phone call?
A lot. I had to do it this morning.
So if I can get them to think on their feet in an interview,
For sure.
then you can probably think on your feet when you're at the
Yeah, especially in an interview, because if you can do that in an interview without having any knowledge of what the interview is about, it's only going to get better when you have all the knowledge in the world about the product, because then it just makes it that much easier. Because then any objection, you're going to be able to come back with your full confidence, and then there's no way you're going to swing and miss at that point, because you have 100% confidence in what yourself.
Yeah.
So that's finding the right people.
Yeah.
I think the next step then, once you find the talent, it's not done there. Like when you came here, like how much have we invested? How much have we invested into the person to be able to get everything out of this? So that what that goes to for me is setting goals,
So
finding motivation, internal motivation with each person, and essentially having clear expectations, accountability.
That's really good. I think a big part of that I'll grab, I'll touch on is finding their motivation. I think that goes along with what we do.
Sometimes it's hard.
It is hard. It is hard.
Because everybody's different.
There you go. We have to find that why. And for you guys that don't know, the why is, what motivates you, why you get up in the morning, why do you go to work, why do you want to take care of your family, why do you want to be successful? So that's what we mean when finding your why. We want to find what tugs at you, right?
It's going to motivate you.
If it's not significant to you, it's not going to move you, right? It's not going to do anything that you want it to do. So we want to, that's like almost what we do week one. We extract the why, and that's our basics. That's where we start from it. Because guess what? Now as a leader or as a manager, we can take that and now we can use that to motivate you, to push you, right? If you're slacking off or you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing and you know that, well, guess what? Hey, Talbot, guess what? Are you going to be able to get that brand new car that your wife wants in 2 months?
I have a lot.
Maybe I should have used the
Shout
right
out to the
thing.
viewers.
Yeah.
Looking for us.
He's up on the market.
He's on the market.
He hasn't made that known. I have no wife, no kids at all. I'm sorry, Talbot.
He's kind of putting that out
Yeah, he was put that out there. Right? He's different. Got the haircut. He's different.
I
Guy.
got a brand new car.
Yeah.
Not kidding.
Ladies, find me.
I'm kidding.
Don't find
I'm
me.
kidding.
No, but I think that's a big part of it. It's the why. As soon as we find that, we can use that. It should motivate them, and if it doesn't, that means that that's really not their why. They just gave you something, so we can carry on. But
For sure.
Yeah.
it's important to find a why.
Yeah.
What else?
I think the why is important, just like you said. So, and everybody's why is different. Everybody's why is different.
Ooh.
And sometimes their whys aren't strong enough, so you have to help extract that or find that why for them.
Mm-hmm.
You have to ask some self-reflecting questions.
Yep.
Because not everybody has got to figure it out.
Correct.
And that's not on everybody.
Nope.
It's hard to find things that you become obsessed with.
Yep.
I'm gonna dive deep into this why real quick
Yeah.
because there's something that Ray taught us in our Monday morning meeting that
Shout out,
really
Ray.
stuck with me.
Shout out,
Ray. There's two types of whys. Okay, there's whys that you have for yourself, and there's whys that you have for someone else. Whys that you have for someone else are going to move you further than a why that's going to have for yourself. Reason being, you are very easily able to let yourself down than someone else. It's very easy for you to wake up in the morning and be like, man, I really have to work out, but I need some more sleep, right? That's easy to do. But if there was someone at the gym that was counting on you to get into the gym, you would be there 100% because you're not going to leave them hanging. It's harder for you to let them down than to let yourself down. So it's one of those things you have to really have. Honestly, it might be a thing that you have to have two whys, right? You have to have two parts of your why. A why for yourself that's saying, hey, by 27, I want to have my own house, right? But by 27, I want to be able to put a ring on that girl's finger that has been treating me great for the past 3 years. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things that's going to motivate you more than give the house.
So you getting married soon?
Yeah. You're talking.
No girl. No girl that's in here. Let's make that very clear.
Okay.
You know what I'll say is, I like that. I like that because he's already thinking
Of that.
about his future.
His wife.
Yeah.
We need to cheers for Kyle real quick. He
Yeah.
just told me something. Shout out Kyle, he's getting married next May!
He's getting rich! He's getting taken off the market!
He's done for. Kyle is not available.
But what I'll say is, going back to what Talbot was saying,
Yeah.
on the ring,
Yeah.
he's already talking about a ring that he wants to potentially have when he's 27 or 28 years old. And that's good because he knows what he wants.
Yep.
And guess what? He's probably going to get what he wants.
Shit.
Because if you set a goal and you set it forward and you're seeking what you're wanting, you're probably going to find it.
I don't know who it's going to be, but she going to get it.
Let's go! Come on now! I'm not
She gonna
gonna
get it. All right.
Oh God.
So and that's what I'm trying to say is it's got you've got to be obsessed about what you want in life. If you're not obsessed with what you want in life, you're not chasing 100%. If you're not 100% all in,
Yeah.
or if you think the grass is greener somewhere else,
Yeah.
guess what? You will always be looking at the grass is greener somewhere else.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's fire.
That is
So
fun. That's really fun.
Oh, say it again. That's fire. No, because that is true though. I mean, like seriously, it's just like I correlated back to baseball because I didn't have the best experience at Missouri Western, and I think that's why I continually didn't want to be there. Is because I always thought I could be I always thought it could be better somewhere else.
Yeah.
Instead of making the best stuff where I was.
What you had? I wish looking back, and I don't ever like to look back because looking back doesn't do anything for you. Can't change the past. Can't change the past. You can only change the future. Cheers. But what I'll say is, I wish I had my mental mindset that I've learned in sales and in my career when I was on the mound as a pitcher in college.
Yeah.
If I had my mental mindset today, I think I would have been a completely different pitcher.
100%.
And believe it or not, what it boils down to at the end of the day was a lack of confidence.
Absolutely.
That's real.
And
That's real.
and you look back at any of the times that I pitched and it didn't go well, I had a lack of
You
confidence.
were down.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I didn't believe in what I was doing. I didn't believe in my pitches. Oh man, my curveball, it's not as sharp today. That's gonna be tough. My curveball was my out pitch.
No.
So you can only do so much throwing a fastball at college hitters. They're just gonna tee off on you if you don't have an off speed.
You're right, but if the curveball's not working that day, you got to figure it out.
You gotta figure it out.
You can't just let
But I talk about that all the time, especially because we hire a lot of athletes. Another thing of hiring the right talent.
steal my thunder. Go ahead.
And I always bring up, because sales is very similar. If you go into the call already telling yourself you're defeated or you're not going to do well or that you suck or that I always call it the gremlin on the shoulder. I think I've talked about this before. It's always on the left shoulder.
Yeah.
This is the good guy. This is the bad. This is the bad guy. This is the good guy. And I tell them every single time, if you go into those calls and you're thinking this, you're going to fail.
Yeah.
But if you go into calls speaking positivity, you're going to probably find success. You're going to have positive reaction from positive thoughts.
And it's so crazy because when I talk to people who aren't in sales, when I say I go in every call assuming the sale, they're like, how can you do that with every person? I'm like, how can you not live your life assuming that you're going to do the best?
Do the best.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you don't, then you're not going to amount to anything.
Exactly.
Yep.
If you, like you just said, like if you don't go into the call assuming that you're going to sell it, it will literally never sell.
It starts here.
Yeah.
And then it's your word.
Because then
and then it's your action.
Yeah, because then it leads into your voice. And people, when you're on the phone, that's all people can judge you by. That's how you talk. Yeah, and if I'm sitting over there talking like this, and I don't know about it.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to talk to a person like that.
Yeah.
You know? They want someone that's going to be energetic, passionate at what they do, and full confidence.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you guys, but holy crap, I feel like there's a lot of nuggets on some high performance teams.
Yeah, this is...
But
But
I can't leave the viewers. We have more. I just need a little more.
Go ahead.
I just need a little more.
Talk to me, Quan.
I think going back to the beginning. I think we were talking about again just the nuggets to produce that high value team that we're looking for. Obviously in the workforce, a big one that Luke alluded to earlier when he was listing off some of the things that are important. I think accountability. It's super big. You have to be accountable to yourself, right? And the people that you hire have to be able to eventually hold others accountable as well. And that's how you get the team to go. That's how you get the team to move, right? Just like you said earlier, Talbot, it's easy to let yourself down, right? But if you got someone that's tapping you on the shoulder here and saying, "Hey, it's time to go," your numbers.
Yeah, sorry, I got a client texting.
It better be a client.
It is.
He said better be a client.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
There's a bill right there.
I will say it did say something about a social.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you got that party right there, that's telling you, hey, buddy, you're the only one on the board that doesn't have anything on the board. What are you doing? Let's go. It creates a different energy, and it creates a different vibe to the room, right? It makes you want to go harder, and you don't want to let your teammates down. And so once you have that in your head, like, dang, I don't want to let them down, I'm slacking, it just makes you kick it up a notch. And so it's really, accountability is tough. But when you master that and when you really believe in that, it'll get some right people on the team
For sure.
to push it forward.
Yeah. We'll take a minute. He just exposed me for no reason. But that's it.
Okay.
I'm just curious. I don't know.
How'd you get exposed? How'd you get
Tell me I was texting crap.
You got yours.
Yeah, I think I may have exposed you.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
It made it then.
But you
What?
text all the time.
I did.
So we're gonna sit on this The viewers don't.
No, you're right.
They don't want to hear it.
They want to hear the nuggets about building a high performance team.
That's what they want to hear. That's what they came to hear. Absolutely.
They don't give a rip about him.
Powerful. So anything else that we can leave the viewers with before we wrap it up?
I think a lot of it boils down to, it kind of piggyback what we all said, but culture.
Yeah.
You got to hire the right people to have the right culture. If you don't have the right culture in the workplace, you're not going to have a powerful team. Whenever you have,
Yo, keep going.
whenever you have the right culture, that's what's going to build the most. I mean, it's going to build an army, not just a team. It's going to build an army that's going to march with you. You know, biggest thing, I went to a B&I group yesterday, and one of the coolest things that I heard, because I've been to a couple other referral groups, but I've never been to a B&I. And one of the cool things that I heard about one of the guys there is he said, like, this B&I group's different because we're like family. And he said, literally, one of the people there in the B&I group watched his kids the other weekend, and the other people helped him move. And that's the power of a team. You know what I mean? Because, like, they went from people not even knowing each other to, like, helping him move and watching his family. So, like, to me, that's a team, you know?
Yeah. So you want to be able to have people in the community or in a referral group that you do like together.
Yeah.
I was a part of a referral group that was wildly successful for me when I was first starting out and building my business. And it was just like that. We went to Royals games. We did life together.
Yes.
You end up seeing them every single week.
Yep.
So they really do feel or become a part of your family.
Absolutely.
So that's super important. And then you find your own like little power team, like within the referral group. Yeah. So that's what I implore you to do is like find your power team, people that you guys refer back and forth or that work really, really well, and you essentially work together on clients. So yeah, that's awesome. But going back to building a high performance team, that was kind of a sidebar, which is networking is like a whole nother topic to talk about. Yeah, so
you're good.
You're good, bro.
You felt it.
High performance team at building that. I think you, once again, in order to have a high performing team, it all goes to motivation and habits and being that I keep bringing this word up, but I'm doing it on purpose. And you have to be obsessed with what you're doing.
I like it.
Obsessive over your motivation, obsessive over what you're trying to do, obsessive over how do you get better the next day. And all those things go into building habitual habits, period, whatever what you're trying to accomplish. If you have that daily, that will lead or breed success. 100%. If you are not 100% all in, you're not thinking, what can I do to get better? You already think that you're the best. You already think that you have everything figured out. If you stop trying to perform better, you stop learning, you stop growing, you already think you've got it. Wow.
You die.
You die. It's the very second that you start going on an upward trajectory, now you're going to, it doesn't matter how much confidence you have. And there's people, I see it every single time. You're the biggest inhibitor, or biggest, I guess I should say, prohibitor.
There you go. Yeah.
To your future success is your current success.
Good. Fire.
So how can you take current success and channel that for motivation for future success? Never be satisfied. Continue to be obsessed about being number one. That's it.
And we're gonna
It's straight up it. That's all you got to do.
We're done. Point blank. Period.
Done.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm gonna leave that with the.
Yeah. We're gonna leave that with y'all.
Whiskey for the soul.
And insurance for the wallets.
And
that's how you close the show.
we can leave it with y'all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Until next time.
Yep.
Until next time.
Hey, I wanted to catch y'all before y'all left. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, subscribe. Everything that's gonna help us, we're gonna help y'all. Please and thank you.